Okay, when I'm talking about max potential, it literally doesn't get much better than this. Petra with the speed stance is arguably one of the best stat lineups in the entire game. Man, it wouldn't be a experimental run if I didn't get some absolute garbage like this map. I mean, on the other side though, my opponent, he actually is completely dripped out. Like those guitars, dude, those guitars are actually pretty fire. And also the color of the Esports V3. Esports V3 has really grown on me. I really like Fenrir Mordex on it, but I still think I have to stay true to my roots a little bit. This color, the Kodo Lions, is like literally the color I wanted in this game. Unless they made some like, I don't know, like American flag type colors like red, white, and blue. Like you don't need to call it like American flag, but red, white, and blue as a scheme is super cool. That'd be something in the future. Like if you could buy them in the store, dude, that would be actually pretty hype. If you could buy like, I don't know, Albanian colors or something like Germany colors, that'd be just super sick in general. And even like, I don't know, if they like put them in the game for like some special event like Brawl did, that'd be super cool. Like I'm talking like esports type stuff where they're not actually in the game, but we got to see them like European colors. Yeah, like I said, North American colors, something like that. I don't know. I don't really know how you can do that because I guess Canadian colors are basically this. Canadian colors are literally already in the game. They are just straight up Kodo Lions. And then, like I said, USA colors. I mean, well, I guess you need blue for that to really work, but whatever. But okay, back to this character. Enough about me going on about color schemes. Dude, this character, so sick already. And then this stance, I mean, this stance is insane. That is in, okay, whatever. Yeah, sure, eat your burrito. This stance is awesome. You could complain about the low defense, but I will say I think this character more than makes up for that. The fact that 8 attack, 7 speed, 3 dex. By the way, the dex, I promise you, I mean, unless you are literally the most sensitive person in the world when it comes to pressing, I don't know, buttons and feeling recovery frames, you are not going to be able to tell because a lot of the time it doesn't even matter. I'm sure there's stuff, I know there's stuff on both Gauntlets and Orb that you can absolutely feel, but with that being said, it's also like, I don't know, it just doesn't really make that much of a difference. And truth be told, whatever you're feeling, oh boy, this guy wants to taunt. Whatever you're feeling in terms of, I guess, recovery frame like gained, the speed you get is more than making up for. Also, when it comes to stats in general, high speed, like 9 speed, I'm genuinely curious like how 10 speed feels, because 9 speed, I feel that. 9 defense, you can kind of feel that. There's certain stats like obviously dex at 9, like I don't really know unless there's some combo, you're not going to really be able to tell. But I just feel like speed is probably the easiest to tell. And also I think speed has cemented itself as probably the most important stat in the entire game. Now, you might be able to say that defense in some cases is much more important. Maybe even in 2v2, you could say that. But I think overall, speed dictates a lot. Lower speed, you're going to be able to maybe have a bit more control of your character, or that's going to be a lot easier. But at the same time, when it comes in terms of living, or it comes to terms of living, dude, I think that speed is just as important, if not more important than defense, because the way you can move around with a character with a lot of speed, like if you look at Java when he plays, that guy plays 7 speed on his Hattori, and he can live so much longer than if he had even like 5 speed. And it's really interesting because oh my gosh, I thought I was about to absolutely smoke that guy. There's just no way. I did not mean to do that at all. But in terms of living, like I said, 7 speed and stuff, you can just fly so much faster in the air. It makes it easier getting back to the stage. And it's really cool. It really is. Because there's a lot of times where, I mean, basically, I guess the same thing would be happening. Like, I'm curious. I almost want to run a test, like a 9 defense Magyar, right? If you had that, or does Magyar go to 10? I think Magyar can go to 10, I forget. But say you have 10 defense with 3 speed or something like that, just low speed, high defense, so Queen 9, Magyar, that sort of stuff, versus, okay, what are you doing? High speed and like 4 or 5 defense. Like, I think the higher speed one, honestly, is just better because it's harder for your opponents to like track in the air and stuff. It's food for thought, really. It's something that I do think is really interesting. That guy almost got sent completely. This map, dude, I'm just getting all the awesome maps that are purposefully left out of tournament 1v1 play because they are completely and utterly garbage to include. But I mean, I don't know, maybe some of you really like these maps. This map is cool. Like, I remember when I first saw this map, Doughbrain used to do like sidelight Sarah on Lance into like an N-Sig, and man, how we have evolved in terms of like combos and stuff, because that was just so stupid, and it also was so much damage. It was crazy. Oh, I think they're dead either way. Yep. All right, so far I think we're 3 for 3 on people wanting to taunt, which, hey, you know what? I'm actually down for a day. I know I say like, oh, dude, guys, like, I don't care about the taunts, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, sometimes if 3 people in a row are doing it, I mean, maybe they're a fan or something, so it just, I guess, makes their day, hopefully. Hopefully it's not just to attack me and run me down. That would be kind of lame if that happened, but whatever. What do you guys think about this map? Personally, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. I think this map is cool in terms of how it looks. I think the idea is there. It's like a little bit different, you know, platforms kind of off to the side on the edge. That was, I don't know what I wanted to do there. With that being said, though, it just feels like you can be the better player and still lose, or in 2v2s especially, you can be the better team and still lose. And I know that might sound really, really dumb to some, but the thing is, in 2v2s especially, if there's such a chance of like, and I really should say this basically only applies to 2v2, there's just a chance of like some random BS happening to where next thing you know, you get hit by a bow and arrow and someone catches you with a gun recovery around here and you just die because the ceiling's so low. Like, I think stuff like that is just, I don't know, it's tough because you could be outplaying your opponent and then you just get caught by that. And I'm not saying like a specific setup. I'm literally saying like lucky, basically. Like, you were just a little too high, and yeah, and you paid the price for it. Oh, no way, dude. I hate Spear and Air. They need to change that move. I think Spear and Air is one of the moves in this game that needs to be fundamentally just absolutely reworked. But weapons, speaking of weapons, they actually, I think it was today, they talked about a new weapon going to be revealed at BCX. And also, if you're going to BCX, just another reason to go, you're going to be able to actually play the new Brawlhalla weapon, which I think is pretty awesome. It'd be so sick if I actually enjoyed the weapon. Dude, can you imagine Phazon picking up a new weapon and he actually enjoys it and plays it and becomes like the GOAT at it? I think the case with a lot of new weapons is that they tend to just be insane. You look at Scythe, right? You look at Orb. You look at, I mean, both of those are kind of in the past, right? They're not really new weapons. But when they came out, like, playing those was just insane. Greatsword, hello? Easily the most egregious example. And I'm hoping because they are, like, they've learned from their mistakes in terms of what went wrong with Greatsword, because the tuning was absolutely vile on that. I mean, the tuning was illegal. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say people from BMG should be locked up for that, but dude, I mean, it was just a sad day. I remember waking up to play Wubs round 1 of BCX Online, and 2020, I think it was. And dude, I remember I woke up too late. That's on me. So basically, that meant I didn't get any warm-up, like 5 minutes before the tournament actually started. He played Jaeon and just ran around the whole time. And it's weird because I had a Jaeon. I literally got third in Mammoth Cup with the Jaeon, and you know, I just decided to drop the character and try and play Hattori, which I will say I didn't even really bother with after I lost to Wubs. I ended up playing Val. Oh man, and another banned map yet again. This map's a literally 3v3 map. I mean, it is missing the one platform, but basically still just as big, or big enough to be a 3v3 map if it really wanted to be. All right, what's this guy doing? Weapon throws. I haven't really made use of much Petra. I need to roll this guy. Come on. What am I doing here? This guy gotta go. Buddy gotta go. Let's be honest. All right. Got an air here. Dodge. Yeah, he's dead. Cool. Give him a little twinkle smile. The lay down. And then, oof, that was ugly. All right. Clean. That reminded me, that offstage play. Gauntlet guy coming out sooner than later. I know I say that every time, but the projection for mid-October, I think, is very fair. If not mid, late October. And by late, I don't even mean by like the end of the month. That'd be kind of cool if I gave it to you guys as like a Halloween treat, but at the same time, I don't necessarily, I don't know. I feel like putting it out on Halloween is just like prolonging it, if anything. Like, who cares? But I just have one more like bigger section to do, and then I think I can actually get started on recording stuff. I mean, maybe there'll be some like tweaks and whatnot I'll have to go through, but I'm gonna have help from my editor, Exced. And yeah, it'll actually be, I promise you, it's going to be so much better than the last one. If you watch the last Gauntlet guide and you're like, okay, why would I have to bother with like another one? Dude, I'm promising you, this one is going to be just steps above. It covers things like, just a little sneak peek. Obviously, we go over inputs, combo strings, and they're at a kind of base level. I don't like to get too deep into it because Gauntlets do have a lot of things like you can do. So I don't really, I don't really care to, I guess, go super in depth because there's like a bunch of micro stuff you could say, I guess, basically meaning like it could change like by very little amounts. The same combo could be done or same string could be done. Just so it like hits the opponent in a different way or catches a different dodge. So we'll cover like the basic stuff on that. And then the thing I didn't do last time, but I am doing this time, is that I'm going more into specifics on weapon matchups, and I'm also going into specifics on offstage and onstage, or I'm giving just a better idea of what I think should really be done when it comes to that, because that's something I didn't do last time. I also think it's just like, I don't know, if I'm gonna have like a structured guide, I think that is definitely like a cool thing to include. Just both, how to play the weapon if you're playing on stage, how to play it off stage. It just makes sense, especially considering gauntlets have such powerful off stage. Literally, I mean, ground pound's insane. Also, dude, this guy is, I gotta admit, this guy is really trying his best to win this. I literally refuse though. Jumps there. Nah, he is not gonna beat that out. What are you gonna do? I really thought he was going to jump into it. I think this guy's going to feed me orb stairs, though. Come on. We'll let him throw it down. What are we doing? I'm going to give him the mine. I don't care. Let me give him the mine. No! No! It's fine. Oh, he could give me the mine. I think he dies to, like, literally anything here. But, yeah, I will give this guy an A for effort, that's for sure. He should be dead here. Of course, he's not. Well... One more, I guess, an orb and light. Orb kills, like Radish said, orb kills, like, for him, around 180, I think. That is insane. 180, dude. This will make his day if he wins here. I know for a fact, but it is sad that he won't. Weapon throw. Dude, is this literally snowy? Literally a snowy clone. I mean, I don't know what else to say aside from that. That very well could be snowy on a Smurf, but I mean, he's in a clan, so it definitely isn't. But yeah, I hope that gives an idea of what to expect from the Gauntlet Guide. I'm going to call the video here. If you're not playing the stance on Petra, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. Like, I guess you could play defense, but at the same time, do you really want 5 speed as opposed to 7? The trade-off here is you're losing 2 speed, literally, for 1 defense. Maybe you guys think it's worth it. I personally don't at all. I think 4 defense is enough in both 1s and 2s, but let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next in terms of the Max Potential series. I have an idea of the next one, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you around. Peace out.